welcome back to London, everyone. Today I thought I'd go to a few little places that are a little bit under the radar, little hidden gems in my opinion. And the first one, you might just see it behind these trees in front of us, is that green, looks like a shed, but it is a cabman's shelter. You see it through there? This one's on Russell Square. There's a few of them about, dotted around London. They used to be solely for the cab drivers, but a few of them you can now go and buy a coffee and a sandwich and stuff like that. Not just the general public can use them. Yeah, they've been around since the Victorian era. This one was built in, I've done a bit of research, this one was built in 1897. And yeah, I think there was 61 of them built originally, but now there's only 13 left. I've seen a couple about, there's one on the embankment. But yeah, so it was just like a place where like the old cab drivers could just, and they still do, just sort of pull up, have a rest, have a something to eat and a coffee and that. Yeah, I'm going to get something to eat in there. I went for the breakfast baguette, 2 sausage, bacon and egg, £5.50. Such a cool little building, just sitting here on the corner. There's plenty of cab drivers pulling up and using it. They're all behind me waiting for their teas and coffees and stuff, but yeah, it's quite a busy little place. Right, I've got my food. There is a couple of little tables and chairs out here, but I'm going to sit in the park, which is right next to us, in there. Looks delicious. 2 sausage, bacon and fried egg in there, in a great big long baguette. Bloody handsome. I am thoroughly enjoying this, and yeah, it's lovely in this park. I should imagine on a nice warm day. It's busy in here. I've just finished my baguette. That was delicious, really good. Look, there's a few cab drivers turned up now, and I've noticed they can charge their electric cabs over there. So I bet, yeah, it's a busy little place for them. Right, on to the next spot. Yeah, you can see how many cabs have pulled up here to use the little cabman shelter. Yeah, it's busy. Right, so that was Russell Square. Now you can just walk up this little park, like a narrow little park next to Russell Square, and over the road there you've got Gordon Square. There's a lot of squares around here. This is like the this little district is where the university is, so there's loads of university buildings around here. But yeah, in this place, Gordon Square, there's another little cafe we call this one. It's a bit posher. There you are, there's the sign for it, Momo's Garden Cafe. Oh yeah, look, not too many cab drivers here. This is the posh one. But yeah, I'll get a coffee in this one. I just thought I'd show you a few different things really. Oh, this one's busy, have a look. I got a cappuccino at this place, £3 it was, really nice. And yeah, there's the Momo's Garden Cafe down there, you can see it. It's sort of a bit geared up for sort of the students, all very vegan and that sort of stuff, but nice, really nice. What a beautiful square this is. I was just looking at that building there. Can I get in there? I'll have a look in a minute when I finish my drink. Yeah, another stunning square in central London. Right, I just went into that beautiful church. Inside there's a place called the English Chapel, and it's absolutely stunning. It's probably one of the most stunning chapels I've ever seen. But there's a sign up saying no filming or photography, so I was gonna, but I thought I can't. I've got to respect, you know, I've got to respect what they say. So that's one that I'm not going to film. But yeah, if you're in Golden Square or around this area, the chapel is unbelievable, stunning. The church is actually called Euston Church. So that is the famous Fitzrovia mural with the BT Tower in the background. It's a shame you can't go up the BT Tower no more, but I think they stopped the general public going in there after there was like a terrorist, like IRA attack, I think it was, a few decades back. But yeah, you're not allowed up it no more. But the Fitzrovia mural's pretty impressive. Right, the next under the radar thing in London is the Cartoon Museum. Never been here before. I knew it was here, but I've never been in it. It's hopefully it's open. Right, I'll show you when we get in there. It's definitely not politically correct, which is fantastic. There's some really funny ones. I like that one. That's Roy Hattersley, isn't it, from Spitting Image? Is that the one that spat everywhere? I love that one. The more dangerous the postcode, the better the chicken. They've got a whole exhibition of sort of taking the mickey out of Prince Charles with this tapestry. It's quite funny. I suppose it wouldn't be if you're a Prince Charles fan, but yeah, I find it quite amusing. Right, I've just come out of the Cartoon Museum, really interesting. Lots of political sort of satire and all that, but yeah, I really found it interesting. But yeah, I could spend a lot more time in here. I want to show you a couple more things. It's in Wells Street, 12 quid to get in. Right, on to the next place. Right, hopefully I can film in this one. This is All Saints Church in Margaret Street. It's an Anglican church, tucked away. And It's meant to be really pretty inside. What would the vlogs be without a church? Well, it looks nice outside, doesn't it? Right, let's have a quick look in here. Right, I've got a whisper, but this place is absolutely incredible. Have a look at this. Wow. That one I couldn't show you earlier was as impressive as this though, but this is spectacular. I'm not sure if this film does it justice, but this is incredible. One of the most prettiest churches I've ever seen. I've got a whisper. So I've just come out of All Saints, St Margaret Street, and yeah, it's absolutely incredible, that place. Even if you're not into sort of churches, if you're passing this way, you should have a look inside this place because it is incredible. And a bit of a hidden gem. I was just talking to the guy who volunteers there, and he said like not a lot of people walk down this street, so it's not that well known. Right, it's a nice day today. Everyone's outside eating. The next one I'm going to show you is really weird, but fantastic. So this is Great Titchfield Street, and this is Foley Street, West 1, and this is a Tendant, which was a public toilet. But I'll show you what it's like. So yeah, this was a public toilet. Well, other vlogs take you to public toilets. Have a look at this. I've been here once before. Pretty incredible. It's now a coffee bar and cake shop, but they've still got the urinals here. I'll show you, hang on. How mad is that? So they are the urinals. All been cleaned, obviously. There was obviously a cubicle here, because look, there's the old flush tree. How mad this place is. And yeah, I've ordered me cappuccino and a cake, and I'm going to sit at a urinal and enjoy it. I suppose if you was caught short, you could like actually pull what? Nah. Brilliant though. So I'm sitting at the urinal. I went for a cappuccino and a blueberry muffin. I think it was 12 quid to sit in, but yeah, you got to sit in here. And I was just looking at the urinal, and so they have filled it in at the bottom there. And it does smell nice in here. Right, I'm going to enjoy that. Well, I've just come out of the public lavatory. Really good coffee in there. Recommend it. Something a bit different. Right, on to the next place. Right, the next under the radar place to see, Grant Museum of Zoology. Taking you to all the places today and night. Right, let's go in. They must have every species ever in the jar. Amazing place. There's a lecture going on, so I'm sort of whispering. I think the lecture's over. They just give a round of applause. I don't think it was for me. Yeah, it's incredible. It's like saying out of Night at the Museum. I'm just going to give it a quick look round because I want to show you one more thing before the vlog's over. But yeah, you could spend hours in here looking at all these different species and stuff. Those are skeletons. That's incredible. That's a skeleton of an African rock python. 5 metres long it is. Can you guess what skeleton that is? Warthog. Who got it right? So this display is 20,000 of the smallest animals on Earth. And some of them are tiny. Let's zoom in on a couple. So that's a rhinoceros, but the biggest skull that I can find in here is this one, which is, I think it's an Asian elephant skull. Massive. Right, last one of your lesson today. That's the giant deer antlers, but I wanted to show you that. That is a mammoth tusk. Right, on to the next place. So I've come into the campus of the University of London, which the general public are allowed to if they're going to see something, and I was going to quickly have a look in this place, the Museum of Egyptian Archaeology. Right, let's go and have a look. This is your last lesson of the day. Another incredible, under the radar little place to visit. I don't want to keep saying amazing too much, but pretty amazing. There's lots to see. I was just reading that was called a pot burial, and they opened up that pot and they found the remains of a Egyptian woman. Yeah, it's a pretty incredible place this. You could spend hours in here looking at all this stuff. But yeah, free to get in. History, amazing. This is pretty incredible. This pottery here that you're seeing is 1550 to 69 BC, before Christ. Right, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed watching the vlog. Hope the museums weren't too educational for you. But yeah, amazing. So there's so much to see and do in London, really is. There was a couple of free ones that you could go to at the end there, and the cartoon museum was interesting too, and the cabman shelter was brilliant. There's a few of them dotted around London, but yeah, that one's particularly nice because you're next to the park. You can sit in the park and have your drink or something to eat. And yeah, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.